Hey there, productivity junkies and boredom avoiders. It's your favorite former CEO, Buzzy McWorkaholic, here to drop a truth bomb that might just blow your mind. Boredom is good, actually. Yeah, you heard me right. Put down that smartphone, step away from the Netflix queue, and let's talk about why embracing boredom might be the key to unlocking your full potential. Now I know what you're thinking. Buzzy, have you lost your marbles? Did all those board meetings finally fry your brain? But hear me out. This isn't just coming from my years of corporate ladder climbing. This nugget of wisdom comes straight from the pages of Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a book that's been changing lives faster than a Silicon Valley startup changes its mission statement. Covey talks about sharpening the saw, which is basically fancy CEO speak for taking care of yourself. And guess what? Sometimes the best way to sharpen that saw is to just sit there and do absolutely nothing. Mind blown. Think about it like this. When was the last time you had a brilliant idea while frantically multitasking between your email, Slack, and TikTok? Probably never, unless your brilliant idea was, I should order takeout for the 3rd time this week. No, those eureka moments usually come when you're doing something mind-numbingly boring, like waiting for your laundry to finish or sitting in traffic. But here's the kicker. Boredom isn't just about having great ideas. It's about giving your brain the space it needs to process all the information you've been cramming into it. It's like defragging your mental hard drive, but without the annoying computer noises. Now, before we dive deeper into the benefits of boredom, let's take a quick commercial break. Speaking of boring things, you know what's really boring? Budgeting. But what if I told you there's a way to make it not only bearable, but actually effective? Stay tuned. All right, we're back in business. Now let's talk about why boredom is the secret sauce to your success sandwich. First off, boredom is like a creativity gem for your brain. When you're bored, your mind starts wandering, and that's when the magic happens. It's like your brain is doing mental jumping jacks, making connections you never would have seen otherwise. As Covey might say, it's about synergizing with yourself. Secondly, boredom helps you practice the art of being proactive, which is habit 1 in Covey's playbook. When you're bored, you have 2 choices: succumb to mindless scrolling or take control and do something meaningful. It's like a mini test of your willpower. And trust me, in the business world, willpower is more valuable than a corner office with a view. Lastly, boredom forces you to begin with the end in mind, which is habit 2. When you're not constantly distracted, you have time to think about your goals, your values, and whether you're on the right path. It's like a personal board meeting with yourself, minus the stale donuts and PowerPoint presentations. Now, I know embracing boredom isn't easy. We live in a world that's constantly trying to grab our attention like a toddler who's had too much sugar. But here's a pro tip from your pal Buzzy. Start small. Try spending just 5 minutes a day doing absolutely nothing. No phone, no TV, no book. Just you and your thoughts. It's like meditation, but without the pressure to achieve enlightenment. And speaking of achieving things, let's talk about something that's far from boring. Financial freedom. Remember when I mentioned a way to make budgeting bearable and effective? Well, buckle up, because I am about to introduce you to the Real Money Method by Bob and Linda Lodich. Now, I know what you're thinking. Buzzy, are you seriously pitching us a budgeting system? That's about as exciting as watching paint dry. But hear me out. The Real Money Method isn't your grandma's budgeting system. It's a revolutionary approach that helps you save more money than you think you can and pay off more debt than you think possible. Think of it like this. Most budgeting systems are like trying to lose weight by counting every single calorie. It's tedious, it's frustrating, and eventually you give up and eat an entire pizza. The Real Money Method, on the other hand, is like having a personal financial trainer who shows you how to make better choices without feeling deprived. One of their students, Lauren, managed to cut her spending by over $800 a month without even feeling it. That's like finding an extra paycheck hiding in your couch cushions every month. And the best part? It's not about pinching pennies until Abraham Lincoln cries. It's about understanding where your money is going and making intentional choices. As Bob and Linda say, you get to tell it what and where you want to spend your money. So, if you're tired of feeling like your money is playing hide and seek and winning, give the real money method a shot by clicking the link in the description below. It might just be the system you need to turn your financial frown upside down. Now let's bring it home. Remember, embracing boredom doesn't mean becoming a boring person. It's about giving yourself the mental space to be more creative, more focused, and more effective. As Covey would say, it's about sharpening the saw. In the game of life, be the player who's not afraid to sit on the bench occasionally, because sometimes the best plays are drawn up when you're not in the game. This is Buzzy McWorkaholic signing off. Remember, keep your calendar clear, your mind open, and maybe, just maybe, keep a notebook handy. You never know when boredom might strike and inspire your next $1 million idea. Stay boring, my friends.